Hello and welcome to Hairbed's Thoughts Sharing Your Story. My name is Deborah J, and I hope you all are doing well. Sharing Your Story is where we explore the power of storytelling to inspire, connect, and transform. And each of us has a story that holds meaning, not just for ourselves, but for others who may need to hear it. Now, today we're diving into the importance of sharing your story, whether it's a tale of triumph, perseverance, or lessons learned. Your story can be a light for someone navigating their own journey. Joining me today is author Devenus Lashawn. Devenus Lashawn is a two-time children's book author, celebrated for her captivating ABC-themed storybook and companion activity book, driven by a passion for education and early childhood development. She made the bold decision to leave an unfulfilling factory job to return to teaching, where she now works as a Head Start teacher. Devenus is deeply committed to fostering growth, development, and in young learners during their critical early years, using her creativity and experience to make a positive impact. And in addition to her work as an educator, Devenus is a devoted wife, proud mother of three, and grandmother to three grandchildren. And I will welcome Miss Devenus Lashawn into the show, and you all give her a warm welcome. Thank you so much. Hello and welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much. So yes, we will dive into the world of Miss Devenus Lashawn. So I gave them a brief synopsis of you, but you can,
Mhm.
if you would like to go ahead and just give them a general idea of who you are.
Well, like you said, I'm an educator and two times children book. Now I'm working with kids in the Head Start,
Mhm.
and I'm loving it. I'm loving it, being around the
Okay.
kids and seeing how important,
Mhm.
me doing that book and how important the start of the ABCs is for the kids. So I'm just so excited working with them and getting them used to their ABC. So
Mhm.
it's just a little bit about me.
Okay, well, good, good. That sounds like a great start to get us started. And I'm sure people will be chiming in just a moment, and we will go ahead and get started. If you could tell me what inspired, again, I know you talked a little bit about you being a teacher and everything.
Mhm.
Was there anything in particular that inspired the idea behind your books?
Well, it was my daughter. She had came to me one day and said, she was like, "Mom, why don't you write a book about a younger version of me and like the things that I
Mm-hmm.
would do?" And I was like, "Well, I never really thought about it, but I'm like, okay, I'll try." And with her, she's an adult now, but as when she was a
Right.
kid, she didn't have those books, with children that look like her on the cover. So I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just dove into it. It took me a while because the book all trying to find something with all the letters of the alphabet and rhyming. But
Right.
she was my inspiration, and she was right there with me. How does this sound? How does this look? So she worked with me a
Mhm.
lot on that. But my daughter,
Okay.
I'm telling you, she was the driving force to get me
Mhm.
started in this.
Okay, well, that is amazing. Seems like you have an awesome daughter, that
Yes.
awesome, loving daughter who believes in her mom. That's important
Mhm.
too. So I know you did something right, right?
Thank you.
Right. Yes,
Yes.
I'm a parent myself, parent grandchildren, and you may hear them,
Okay.
the grandchildren in the background. I tell people this is real life. We have real stories. We
Right.
write our stories for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am. So,
Exactly.
so what was your experience with publishing? Did you go to traditional or self-publishing or a hybrid?
Well, I went to a publisher that was in my area. I found her on Google.
Okay.
I found
Mhm.
her website, and we emailed and met. And she was interested in my story, and she helped me get it published. And
Okay.
she did my book and my activity book. So
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So did
Mm-hmm.
she help like designing the cover, or was that you and your daughter pretty much
No,
with the?
she had a team that, did the illustrations. It
Oh,
was
okay.
BMH Publishing. So she told me, she said, "Well, I have an illustrator," and they worked with me.
Mhm.
We went back and forth about how we wanted the
Mhm.
character to look. And So they were
Mhm.
able to get the characters down right and the
Okay.
cover and everything.
Okay. Okay. That
Yeah.
sounds awesome. And so you said so
Mhm.
that was with a publishing company.
Yes, VMH
Okay.
Publishing.
Okay. So it seems like you had a great experience with the publishing company then.
Oh, yes,
Okay. So are you
yes.
gonna for your next book, are you gonna continue to do traditional publishing, or have you ever
Yes,
thought
I
about doing
think
a
I
different?
will because I have such a great relationship, with the owner of the
Mhm.
publishing company, and she helps me out a whole lot. So I'll continue working with her.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay. That sounds like a win-win,
it
right?
does. It does.
Okay. Okay. Well, great. That is
Mhm.
wonderful. So, how does your personal life influence your stories and your characters in the book?
Well, my personal life, but like, my daughter, basing it off
Mhm.
of her, like when she was younger and like, like different things that, that she had to learn starting off in
Mhm.
school and how, you start with the letters of the alphabet with her and my boys as well. So that, kind of influence like, hey, that's where you have to start. So that's where I got, okay, we're gonna start with the ABCs because that's the
Mhm.
most important part because that starts, with
Right.
the writing, their names, and getting them
Mhm.
used to those letters and recognizing the letters. So that
Right.
really, helped me out with where to start from.
Okay, okay, yes, I have grandchildren too, so I'm remember from when mine were young, and then now with them, they're in kindergarten and 4K, so I can
Mm,
definitely understand. This is the foundation where they need to learn the sound, and how they look, how to
mhm.
write them, and everything. So it's,
Right.
yeah, so it's definitely important for them to get that understanding and get that experience and that practice down and stuff.
Mhm.
So within your books now, are they just like picture books or more of a story?
It's most the book is more it's like a rhyming story where the
Okay.
little girl she finds all the letters of the alphabet just going around her house. Like she's maybe in
Mhm.
the kitchen one minute with her mom and dad. She's in the backyard, she's
Mhm.
outside. It's just different places where she's finding all the letters
Oh,
of the
okay. So,
alphabet.
like
Yeah.
real life, basically.
Real life.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay. I might have to
Hmm.
check those out for my grandbabies. Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
yes.
Yes, ma'am. So,
Mhm.
so let me see. We have a few people in the audience that are joining, and we have Miss Tashika Nicole Wright. She's joining, and Miss Peggy Ann. And are you familiar with those names in the clubhouse group?
Clubhouse.
Yeah. Thank you, ladies, for coming on.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Do you all have any questions for Devenus? Let's see if the audience has any questions. You guys can let us know if you all have any questions. Shh. Sorry, yeah, like you said, grandchildren. You're
Oh,
a
yeah.
4K, you're a Head Start teacher, so
Oh, yes, I know all about it, all about it.
yeah. So I have a
Mhm.
4K and Granny's babysitting tonight. So yeah,
Yes.
like I said, real life. Shh. Go back in there, baby. Okay. She's playing with some lotion, but yes, and I'm not gonna edit that out. I gotta tell people,
Hey,
grandma, mama,
you're
I'll
on
be
duty.
there, right? Like, don't
Yes,
stop.
exactly.
Yes, it does not stop.
Mhm.
So do you have any? I'll just kind of interrupt again instead of the traditional questions right now.
Mhm.
Do you? I know you said about your daughter, and you have she has children too now,
No,
or
it's my
um,
my oldest son, he has two small ones, and then my middle son, he has a son. So they all the
mhm,
oldest one, she's like 7 now, and then his
mhm.
other son is 3, and then my other son, his son is 4.
Okay,
So
okay. So
yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So they a lot of children to kind of bounce your story off of a little bit,
Oh
for the
yes. Oh yeah.
classroom and then that personal experience too is always
Exactly.
good. Yes, ma'am. So
Hmm.
so let me ask you, do you have any like quirky writing habits or rituals like as far as your writing or mm,
Not to per se any rituals or anything, but I know I have to get sit down in a quiet place and just, just kind of
mm,
think and just jot some stuff down, or I might just
mm,
look around on the internet or something, just, just to see little different designs and stuff. And I
okay.
have to make sure like I'm in a space by myself in a quiet place because, any little distraction and I'm over doing
Right.
something else.
I can definitely I definitely understand that when
Oh
I'm writing
yes.
as well. I cannot
Hmm.
have them around, no one can be around. I need my time. and
Right.
yeah, for writing. So have you written any other genres besides this, or have any ideas to write any different ones?
Um, I hadn't really had any ideas. It's just, the two children's book, and then I'm trying to think
Mhm.
about, what to do next with the children. I guess because I'm working with the kids and I'm seeing,
Mhm.
like different ones, how they learn and the stuff, that they need. So it's like I'm just trying to think of the next
Right.
children's book, you know.
Okay. To kind
Yeah.
of like, I guess to kind of like be a stepping stone off of that one, you know.
Yeah, trying to figure it out.
Okay, okay, I can definitely understand that, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess that would be my next question. So right now you're not kind of like focused on your next project per se, just kind of like just going on, just with those right now.
Yeah, just going with those right now, just trying to, just like get people to, try to buy them and,
Hmm.
just tell people about them because, I
Right.
didn't do too much marketing when my ABC book came out because it came out in 2018 and I didn't do
Okay.
a lot of marketing. But this one, the activity book, I just put out in July. So I'm just trying to get
Hmm.
more in there. I got more, time, and my schedule has changed to where I'm able to do different things to get out there
Hmm.
to talk to the people about, my books and stuff.
Right.
So,
Okay. Okay. All right. We do have a comment in here, and
mhm.
Miss Vicky Watkins said, "I appreciate what you're doing. I'm a former 4 and 5 year old teacher. I wrote a book that I never attempted to publish, and I just read it to my students." So yeah, she appreciates that you did. You still had the courage to go ahead, and Miss Vicky,
Mhm.
go ahead and publish your next book.
Exactly, go ahead.
Yes, go
Yeah,
ahead and publish your book. Your next,
yeah,
go ahead and start writing the next one and getting it published.
exactly. Because 'cause I'm sure those kids enjoyed that, and it's probably more kids that, that
Mhm.
will enjoy that book, so,
Exactly, and that
yeah, get
needed,
it out there. Yes, because
Mhm.
they need it. They really
Exactly.
do.
They do. They definitely need it. Yes, they
Mhm.
do. So, how do you hope that your legacy as an author will be remembered?
I hope that people will remember that I really and truly cared about children learning.
Mhm.
That I was, active and just really trying to help children,
Right.
not just about, making money that's good, but the overall
Mhm.
importance for me is that some child is learning something from what I
Mhm.
wrote because,
Right.
it's hard sometimes for children, to grasp the concept of certain things and when
Mhm.
people sometimes they might not get it all at school, but if they get my book and they catch on to something and helps them learn a little bit more like that, that makes me happy because it's
Yeah.
like sometimes they may not get it with the teacher or they might not get it with the parent, but maybe looking over the book and going over it with their parents, they might get it.
Right.
So that's just what
Mhm.
I hope that I'm able to help a child learn
Right.
to
Okay.
make it fun as well.
Right. Yes, children
Yes,
definitely needed to be fun and
they do.
interesting. So I know my
Exactly.
grands have a lot of energy and oh my
Mhm.
goodness, so they definitely need something to capture their attention.
Exactly,
That's
exactly.
definitely important. Yes, ma'am.
Mhm,
So, when we were talking about when you were mentioning about selling your books and how you didn't market
mhm,
it as much in the beginning.
mhm,
So, what types of marketing do you do to put your book out there, for sales and to get it just to get it in people's hands?
mhm. Well, I have them now, on my website and Amazon
Mhm.
and Barnes and Noble. I do different, podcasts, and then I also, advertise in different magazines.
Right.
When I see
Okay.
somebody, "Hey, you wanna put an ad," and I pay for an ad in the magazine just to get it out there. So I'm just I'm learning, new things and I'm seeing different stuff
Mhm.
by being on social media and being in different groups. Like, people have these businesses. Hey, you can pay them this amount and they'll put it in
Right.
their magazine or on their websites, just
Right.
trying to do more networking because with networking, I'm telling you, it works. It
It
works.
does, it does.
Yes.
That's what I do to myself, trying to just network with other authors and just get
Hmm.
together and, because you can bounce off of each other ideas and things
Right.
like that and learn about different spaces and things like that. So
Hmm.
it's definitely good to network. So, so do you do like any events and things like that in your area or Or
I haven't done an event yet in my area, but I did do they had a virtual summit maybe about a few weeks ago. It was based in New Orleans, not New Orleans, Baton Rouge, and
okay.
they had like a 2-day event there, but then on the last day they did a virtual summit. So I was a part of the
Mhm.
virtual summit, and
Okay.
I got to talk about my story and talk about my
Mhm.
books, and just let people know where to find them. So
Right.
I did that recently, and that was pretty
Right.
funny. It was different, but I
Okay.
learned a lot. I learned a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a new one for me,
Mhm.
in New Orleans, you said, Louisiana, okay,
Yeah,
wow. So
yeah,
how
it
did
was
you find out about, them?
on on Facebook. She had posted that she was doing a summit, and it was gonna be like 3 days, and then the last day was of the virtual. So I'm like, I can't
Mhm.
get down there, but I'd like to participate in the virtual. So
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
Facebook and
Right.
Instagram and
Mhm.
Clubhouse.
Clubhouse, right. There all the houses, everything
Right.
online. That's how we
Um,
network and meet each other,
that is right.
Yes,
I met a
definitely.
lot of people.
Yes, and Sharice just joined from
Oh
Clubhouse.
yeah,
Yes, hey,
yes,
Sharice.
Miss Cherise.
Yes,
Yes,
she is awesome. She's also an
she.
author and podcast. We all, yes, we all are
Yes,
doing it, so
yes, and I love her
mhm.
singing.
Yes, this morning. Yes,
Oh
yes,
yes,
ma'am.
yes,
Yes.
yes,
Amazing, truly amazing. Yes, ma'am,
yes.
it is truly amazing. So
Mhm.
let's see here. Anybody have any questions? Hello, Miss Mary Roberts. How you doing, sis? Thank you so much for joining. She says hello. She's here in our
Hi.
local area as
Oh,
well.
okay.
Yes. I don't know if you've met Angel Wright and Speak Up Sis, and Miss Mary is a part of Speak Up Sis as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we all network together, yes, work together, talk together. We all
Yeah,
sisters. We have to, lift each other up and
we
everything
do.
like that. We do.
Mhm.
Yes, we
We
do.
do.
So speaking of that, like, do you find yourself like, do you have any, like, I guess, before, other than social media, like, did you, like, meet any other authors, like, at other arenas, and like in personal life, or any, like, friends that are authors, or
No, I don't have any friends that are
that's
authors. When I first did my book, I did a few vending events, and I met some people, and I,
Mhm,
started following them on Facebook. But like, I don't
mhm,
really know, like a lot of authors from my area. It's mostly been like
mhm.
social media.
Right,
And
same. Mhm.
yeah, and I had to get out of where I'm like an introvert. So I had to get out of that, and it's like, I had to put myself out there. So I'm
Mhm.
getting out there slowly but surely. But that's
Yeah.
I had to learn, hey, I gotta get out of that and get on out there. So,
Right. Because if
but
you
yeah,
don't put your work out there, it's not
mhm,
gonna, it's not gonna get out there,
it's not.
It's not
It's
gonna
really
get out
not.
there. So being that
Mhm,
you went with a publishing company,
mhm.
did they do like a lot of heavy marketing, or what type? Yeah, I know
Um,
different companies do different things.
she did a few things. I think she posted a lot on their site. They had a website and
Mhm.
stuff, and
Okay.
she directed me to a lot of different vendor opportunities and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So they helped out with
Okay. So they
that.
do work.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's good.
Mhm.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's wonderful. So far, I've
Mhm.
only done self-publishing, and
Mhm.
then, yeah, so I haven't ventured out just yet into getting someone else to publish it for me. But I
Mhm.
may try it out and see,
Yeah.
with
Cause
my
for me,
next one. Hmm.
I was like new to everything. So I'm like, I don't want to mess nothing up. I'm like, I'll just go with this publisher, because I didn't know anything. So that's
Right.
why I went. But I enjoyed it, and
Hmm.
it was a fun and a learning experience. And she made the transition, smooth for me, learning different things
Okay.
and stuff. So that helped me a lot.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's awesome. And again, thank you all, ladies, for joining us tonight. We appreciate you, Miss Peggy, Miss Tashika, Miss Sharice, and Miss Mary, and Miss Valerie. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining in with us. This has been an awesome night. Do you all have any questions for Mr. Venus? And we will put those in the chat, and we will get answer her. Well, she will answer your question. Saying she will answer your questions.
Yeah.
Yes. But yes, this has been a wonderful night, though. And I do this, like I said, being that I'm an author myself, and I know how
Mhm,
hard it is to get your books out there, whether you're self-published
mhm,
or, like you said, you went with a publisher, and you
mhm.
still got to market, you still got to get your books out there,
There you
and
go.
do different things, and like I've done
Mhm,
pop-up shops and just different vendor author events and stuff like that,
mhm,
and then I decided, hey, my local area, why not plan one? We don't have one that was right here, so I excuse me. That's why I, came up with the idea and I prayed about it. I was like, Lord, what can I do?
mhm,
And we came up with the idea to have the Our Words Matter Black Author Book Expo. And it's
mhm,
going to be held here in Aiken, South Carolina. We're between Augusta, Georgia, and Columbia, South Carolina, but closer to
mhm.
Augusta. And it's going to be so far it's going to be every November.
Okay.
November the 9th. So it's going to be November the 9th this coming year, November 9th, 2025. And I'll be releasing the exact location soon. And we do have a question for you. Miss Valerie says, give us a ballpark of the cost to go with the publisher.
Oh,
A
now,
range. Do you remember?
um,
In the hundreds, the
it
thousands.
was in the thousands. It was
Okay.
between 2 to 3. I know with the book. Now with
Mm-hmm.
the activity book, it was a little bit different because I was able to do the illustrations myself. I did all those illustrations,
Oh.
so it was a little bit cheaper. I want to say it's between 1,000 to 2,000 range with that
Mm-hmm.
one. So it wasn't as much because they did most of the illustrations for the book.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's sounds about right. I've heard from those publishing costs. It can be so you have a little illustrating skills as well.
Well, Canva.
Right. That's hey,
Canva helped
that's
me
my
out.
other friend. Yes, my little sister Canva.
Oh, yes, yes. That it took me some
Mm,
time because, it's like certain ways that you have to do it to where you can use those illustrations. So, but
mhm.
yeah, Canva helped me
Okay.
out a lot with that activity book.
Okay, well that's good.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
We have another comment here. Miss Mary says that's why it's so important to connect with women that are willing to help and support each other. Exactly, Mary. Exactly.
Yes,
We have
it
to
is.
connect and network with each other. And you don't just
Mhm.
network with anybody, but you gotta, get with the right group of people,
Exactly.
that you can come together and help one
Mhm.
another out and things like that. And like I said, I might could say, okay, well, I know this publisher and I know this
Mhm.
illustrator, or someone say, hey, I'm looking for an illustrator. Well, Devenus might be able to, send them your way.
I might be able to
You
help you out a
never
little
know. It
bit.
might be a new a new skill you add,
I don't know.
a new
It
stream of
might.
revenue.
Mhm.
Yes, you never know.
Mhm.
Let's see here. And we have yes, Miss Valerie said, congratulations. I'm going, I can be to the author expo. Thank
Yeah.
you, Mom Valerie. I'm looking forward to seeing you. And let's see what else we got here. And she says, oh yeah, she self-published most of
Mm.
hers. Yes, and Canva, using Canva as well, of course. Yeah.
Mhm.
I use Canva with mine, with my covers and things as well, and
Mhm.
self-publishing as well. So I may,
Mhm.
try publishing,
Mhm.
um, one day, get someone else to publish it,
Mhm.
when the time is right, but now
Yeah.
I'm just kind of doing, I like put my hands on it, just
Mhm.
that, that personal touch.
Yeah. But that's good though, because
Mm.
everything that goes into it. I was just so scared I was gonna mess everything up. It wasn't gonna look right. I'm like, oh.
I'm one of those that I just jump in the water and just like,
Uh-huh.
oh yeah, I think I can swim, and I go ahead and start swimming.
Really. I
Yeah,
may have
that's
to try it on a different, do something else. Yeah, because it
yes.
don't hurt to try.
Exactly. It does not hurt to
Mhm.
try. It does not hurt to
Yeah.
try. Yes, ma'am. So do you have any final words for our audience?
Um, let me think. I can't think of anything. I forget. Look, I had thought about it earlier today, but then I'm like, nah, just my mind went blank. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, so I just want to say self-care. Take
Yes.
time out for yourself because I know we do, a lot with the being
Mm-hmm.
authors and trying to get your book out there. You busy, you doing other stuff, but make sure
Mm-hmm.
that you're taking care of yourself. Take
Yes.
time out for yourself, get some rest, or just take a day that you're not doing anything, because if you burn yourself out, you're not no good to yourself or anybody else around you. But just
Yes,
take care of yourself, love on yourself.
yes,
You know,
preach,
you
honey.
you have to, because sometimes a lot of people
Mhm.
don't know, like, all of the stuff that you're going through, what you're dealing with. They
Eh,
just seeing on the outside, oh,
mhm.
she got it together. It's like, I'm falling apart on the inside.
Right,
But like, but I can look
exactly.
at
We're human. We're real people, you know.
right. So you have to,
Yes,
love on yourself, look in your mirror, look in the mirror, because I'm looking in the mirror sometimes like, I made it. I made it through the day,
right.
we got
Exactly.
this. Yeah. So
Exactly. You made it
just
through the day.
right.
Exactly.
Just that
Exactly.
self-care and love on yourself.
Yes. Thank you so much for watching, Peggy. I
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
And yes, and then Valerie said she paid someone to design some of her covers, and she has
Okay.
some beautiful covers as well. And
Okay.
I've seen her covers. And then yeah, Peggy said she needs more self care. We all we all need a
Yes,
little bit
we
more,
do.
Peggy.
We got to take that time.
Yes, we
Take
have
that
to.
time.
Yeah, sometimes I'll say, I need to take a break. I'll take a break
Mhm.
from, I won't say everything, but I'll try to take a break from most things,
Mhm.
even if it's for an hour or two or just for that
Right.
day, just don't do too much. Just
Mhm.
take some time to yourself to just do nothing. You don't have to
Right.
necessarily be doing something. Just take
Mhm.
that time to do nothing, and it's
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly. Because
Yeah.
sometimes, you'll feel like, well, I'm not doing nothing. I'm not being productive. But sometimes you just need that not doing anything time, just to
Mhm.
rejuvenate yourself, just to breathe.
Exactly, that
Yeah. So
rest,
it's
just to
okay. Like you
breathe.
said, do nothing. It's
Yes,
okay.
do nothing. It's okay to do nothing. You hear it,
Exactly.
ladies? It's okay. Whoever's
It's okay.
watching, in the replay or it's okay to just do nothing. You
Yes.
heard it right here from Miss
Mhm.
Devenus Lashawn. You heard it right here. It is okay to just not do nothing, to do nothing, to sit there.
Just sit there. Get
Yes,
yourself
just sit
together.
there. Yes, just sit there. Thank you so much, Valerie. I'm glad you caught it too.
Yeah, me
I am.
too.
I'm glad you caught it. We gotta get her on here too soon.
Okay.
Yes, most people, everybody's in here is an author because Mary is too. Everybody
Okay.
on here is an author. Yes,
All
we all
right.
support one another, and that's
That's
what it's all
good.
about, coming
It
together,
is.
supporting each other.
Mhm.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Peggy said she has a hard time doing nothing. Peggy, yeah, you're not by yourself.
Yeah.
You're not by yourself. That's why we have to
Mhm.
remind ourselves, just do
Mhm.
nothing. You know,
Right.
you're gonna take that time to rest and just do
Mhm.
nothing. Just lay there, rest. Don't do no writing. Don't do no cooking or whatever else. Just rest. And thank you so
Mhm.
much for chiming in, Peggy. We
Thank you.
appreciate you coming in. But yes,
Mhm.
just take that time for yourself.
Right.
Yes, ma'am.
Right.
Yes. Well, this has been an amazing conversation.
It has.
Yes, it has. And I am so glad that you were able to come on here and share your story and, for all the people to see and that,
Mhm.
you all can know. You go to her website, devenuslashawn.com, going across the
Yes,
screen to
please
get
do.
copies of her books. So jump on over there and get those copies, support this author. That's what it's all about, supporting one another.
Right.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you for
Mhm.
having me. I really
You're
appreciate
so
this.
welcome. You're so welcome. And again, thank you to Venus again for joining us and for reminding us of the strength and the connection that come from sharing our stories. Your insights and your experiences are truly inspiring. And to our listeners, your story matters. It doesn't have to be perfect or polished. It just has to be real. When you share your journey, you not only honor your growth, but also offer hope and encouragement to others who may be walking a similar path. So if today's conversation has touched you, take a moment to reflect on your own story. And when you're ready to just start writing. Just start
Mhm.
writing, start journaling. And when you get your book published, come and join us. Come and join us. You can reach me on all social medias at harabedthoughts.com. It's my website. If you would like to sign up to be a guest on the show, we would love to have you. And Mr. Venus, I want to again thank you so much for coming on here with me tonight. I look
You're
forward to
welcome.
continuing to network with you and get
Okay.
to know you more and everything and supporting you as well.
Okay.
And you have a wonderful rest of your night. And everyone in the audience, thank you so much for watching. And we appreciate it. Anyone who catches it in the replay, let me know you're watching in the replay and where you're from and how you feel about the video. And you all have a wonderful night.
All
Thank
right.